Hello children, today I will start with Act 2, Scene 9. The scene takes place at Portia's house in Belmont, where the Prince of Aragon comes to try his luck. He selects the silver casket which contains an idiot's head. Silver stands for self-deception, vanity and conceit, all the three qualities prominent in the Prince of Aragon. And as he chooses the wrong casket, he has to go away with his followers. At the end of the scene, the arrival of another suitor is announced, and Portia hopes that it might be Bassanio. She is eager to welcome the new arrival. Now, scene 9 takes place in a room in Portia's house in Belmont. Enter Nerissa with a servant. Nerissa, quick, quick, I pray thee, draw the curtain aside, straight. So here Nerissa is telling the servant to quickly draw the curtains straight at once, to draw the curtains aside. That is, there were curtains in front of the three caskets. So she tells the servants to draw the curtains aside quickly. The Prince of Aragon hath taken his oath and comes to his election presently. Why? Because the Prince of Aragon has taken the oath and he was coming to choose the casket. Flourish of corners, enter the Prince of Aragon, Portia and their trains. So, due to the arrival of the Prince of Aragon, the trumpets are sounded, and the Prince of Aragon, Portia, and their trains, that is, their attendants, enter. Portia, behold, there stand the caskets, noble prince. Now, Portia tells the Prince of Aragon, see, behold, that is, see, there stands the caskets. If you choose that wherein I am contained, straight shall our nuptial rites be solemnized. And she tells the prince that if he chooses wherein I am contained, that is, if he chooses the casket which has her picture, then straight shall our nuptial rites, that then straight away their wedding ceremony will be solemnized. Solemnized means will be performed, that is, they will be married. But if you fail without more speech, my lord, you must be gone from hence immediately. But she tells the prince that if he fails, that is, if he chooses the wrong casket, then without more speech, that is, without more talking, he must go away from there immediately. Aragon, I am enjoined by oath to observe three things. Now here the prince says that he is enjoined, that is, he is bound by oath to observe, to promise three things. That is, before choosing the casket, the prince had to agree to three conditions. First, never to unfold to anyone which casket it was I chose. So the first condition was that he will never tell anyone which casket he had chosen. That is, if he chooses the wrong casket also and he goes outside, then he will not tell anyone which casket he has chosen. Next, if I fail of the right casket, never in my life to woo a maid in way of marriage. Then the second condition was that if I fail of the right casket, that is, if he fails to choose the right casket, then never in his life will he woo a maid. That is, he will never propose a girl to marry him. Lastly, if I do fail in fortune of my choice, immediately to leave you and be gone. And the last condition, the third condition was that if I do fail in fortune, that is, if he fails in his luck, that is, if he proves unlucky and he is not able to choose the right casket, then immediately he will leave Portia and go away from there. That is, he will have to leave Portia's house immediately. He will not stop there. He will have to leave, go away immediately. Portia, to these injunctions everyone doth swear that comes to hazard for my worthless self. So Portia says that to these injunctions means that these are the conditions that everyone has to swear, everybody has to take an oath to abide by those conditions that comes to hazard for my worthless self. That is, every suitor who came to hazard, that is, take risk for a worthless self like Portia. She is referring herself to as a worthless self. Aragon, and so have I addressed me. And Aragon says that so have I addressed me here means that he has agreed to abide by the conditions. Fortune now to my heart's hope. And here he also wishes that fortune must favor him and help him to achieve his heart's desire. Hope, that is desire, that is fortune. Luck should help him to choose the right casket. Gold, silver and base lead. Now he goes in front of the caskets and he sees that there are three caskets: gold, silver and base lead, that is common lead, a casket made of common lead. Then he reads the inscription on the lead casket: who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. You shall look fairer ere I give or hazard. Then after reading the inscription on the lead casket, he says that lead, you shall look fairer. That is, he says that lead should look more attractive, so that he should risk or give anything for it. What says the golden chest? Ha, let me see. Then he goes in front of the golden casket and reads the inscription: who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. What many men desire, that many may be meant by the full multitude that choose by show. Then after reading the inscription on the gold casket, he says, what is it that many men desire? And here many means, many is referred to the full multitude, that is, many is for the foolish majority that choose by show, that chooses by external appearance. The foolish majority means foolish people, they choose just by the outward appearance. Not learning more than the fond eye doth teach, which prize not to the interior. Now here the prince says that these foolish majority, they don't know. Learning here means knowing. So they not knowing more than what their fond eye, that is what their foolish eye teach, show them. So these foolish majority, they choose by external appearance because they don't know. They just see what their eyes show them. They don't know what is in the interior, which prize not to the interior, because the eyes can see only the outward appearances. It cannot see what is inside. But like the martlet builds in the weather on the outward wall, even in the force and road of casualty. And here the prince gives the example of a bird, martlet. Now this martlet, it builds in the weather. That is, this bird builds its nest in the open air on the outward wall of houses, even in the force and road of casualty, which is open to disaster and in the path of danger. So these birds, they just see the outward beauty of the houses and they build their nests in the outward walls of the houses. They don't see the danger related to it. So in this way, he is trying to say that these foolish majority, many of these foolish men also, they see only the outward beauty of things. They don't see the danger which is inside that thing. I will not choose what many men desire, because I will not jump with common spirits and rank me with the barbarous multitudes. And he says that he will not choose, so he does not want to choose the gold casket, because he does not he will not choose what many men desire, because I will not jump. So first reason is that he will not jump, he will not act with common spirits according to the common men, and rank me with the barbarous multitudes. And rank me here means, and he's not going to count himself with the barbarous multitudes, that is with the ignorant majority. Why then to thee, thou silver treasure house? So he leaves the gold casket and then comes to the silver caskets. And he says that then to thee, I will come to thee, come to you, the thou silver treasure house, you thou silver precious casket. Tell me once more what title thou dost bear. Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves, and well said too. So then he reads the inscription written on the silver casket, and then he says it is well said. He is impressed. He likes the inscription written on the silver casket. For who shall go about to cozen fortune and be honorable without the stamp of merit? And he says that the inscription is well said, because who shall go about, who shall try to cozen fortune, that is, who shall try to cheat fortune and win without the stamp of merit here means that who shall cheat fortune and win something without merit. Let none presume to wear an undeserved dignity. And he says that nobody should presume, that is, nobody should pretend to wear an undeserved dignity, to have a dignity which he does not deserve. Oh, that estates, degrees, and offices were not derived corruptly. And here, oh, that is, he wishes that estates, that is, ranks, degrees, that is, posts, and offices, that is, appointments, were not derived corruptly, that is, they were not obtained dishonestly. So he says that he doesn't want ranks, people to get ranks, posts, and appointments in a corrupt manner. And that clear honor were purchased by the merit of the wearer. And that clear honor, that is pure honor, were purchased. Purchased here means obtained by the merit of the wearer. That is, pure honor should be obtained by a deserving man, that is, one who holds the titles, who is worthy of that post. It should be obtained by somebody who is worthy of that post. How many then should cover that stand bare? And he says that how many are there who are standing here bare, but in reality they should keep their head covered. Now to keep the head covered is to show superiority of rank, and to remove the hat and stand bareheaded shows inferior rank. That is, people of a higher rank used to keep their head covered, that is, they did not remove their hat. But people of a lower rank, they used to remove their hand and stand bareheaded in front of a person who was of a superior rank. So here he says that there are many men who are standing bareheaded, but in reality they should keep their heads covered. That is, they are at a lower rank, but in reality they should be at a higher rank. How many be commanded that command? How many are there who are commanded? Be commanded here means how many are there who should obey orders that command, who are in reality giving orders. That is, there are many who are at higher ranks, but in reality they should be at a lower rank. They have obtained that higher post by corrupt means, dishonestly. So, in reality, they do not deserve that high post. They should be at a low post. How much low peasantry would then be gleaned from the true seed of honor? And he says that how much low peasantry, that is how much low ranking people should be gleaned here means separated from the true seed of honor. That is from the true ranks of honor. And how much honor picked from the chaff and ruin of the times to be new varnished. And then he says that how much honor be picked, that is how much honor, how many honorable men should be recovered from the chaff, that is from the waste and ruin of the times, to be new varnished, to be new brightened. So here the prince is just saying that there are many low ranking people who should have honorable posts, and there are many people who are at a very low rank and they should be given a higher post. Well, but to my choice, who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. I will assume desert. So here he says that according to his choice, who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. I will assume desert. That is, that inscription is for him. He likes that inscription and he claims to deserve what many, as much as he deserves was written on the inscription. So he says that he claims to deserve. He deserves that. Give me a key for this and instantly unlock my fortunes here. And he asks Portia for the key and instantly unlock, and he wants to open the casket without delay. He opens the silver casket, and then with that key he opens the silver casket. Now this much for today, children. I will explain the rest of the scene in the next video.